Is Apple gearing up to buy Warner Brothers or launch an ad-supported tier on Apple TV? Don't hold your breath. That's the resounding message from Apple's Eddy, putting a damper on widespread speculation. But is this really the final word, or just a clever smokescreen? For months, whispers have circulated about Apple potentially acquiring Warner Brothers Discovery, WBD. The logic? Apple TV, while boasting high-quality content, remains a smaller player compared to streaming behemoths like Netflix and Disney+. Acquiring Warner Brothers with its treasure trove of film and TV studios, including HBO, would instantly catapult Apple into a dominant position. Think of it as giving Apple TV a rocket booster in the streaming race. Adding to the speculation is the fact that Apple TV is the only major streaming service without an advertising-supported option. Everyone else, from Netflix to Paramount Plus, offers a cheaper subscription in exchange for viewers tolerating ads. But here's where it gets controversial. Is Apple stubbornly clinging to a premium ad-free experience, or are they missing out on a huge revenue opportunity by not offering a more affordable ad-supported choice? Enter Eddy, the Apple executive overseeing the company's services division. In a recent interview, alongside Apple TV chiefs Jamie Ehrlich and Zach Van Amberg, Q poured cold water on both the acquisition rumors and the potential for an ad tier. When directly asked about plans for an ad-supported Apple TV, Q stated plainly, "Nothing at this time." He elaborated, again, and this is the part most people miss. Q's emphasis on aggressive pricing. Could Apple be betting that it can attract enough subscribers through competitive pricing alone, making ads unnecessary? Some argue this is a short-sighted approach, potentially leaving money on the table. Others believe it aligns with Apple's brand identity of providing a premium, user-friendly experience. Similarly, few dismiss the possibility of acquiring WBD, A24, or even Disney. Same answer as before, but you've got to look at Apple from a historical point of view, he explained. We don't do a lot of major acquisitions. We do very small acquisitions in general, not related to Apple TV. So I don't see that happening, because we like what we're doing. We're building and will continue building from that. To put things in perspective, Apple's largest acquisition to date was the $3 billion deal for Beats in 2014. That's a drop in the bucket compared to WBD, which is reportedly seeking offers north of $60 billion. Apple has been making strategic moves to enhance Apple TV, such as bundling it with NBC Universal's Peacock, investing $750 million in Formula One rights, and working to improve accessibility for consumers. These actions suggest a commitment to growing the service organically. But is this enough to compete with the streaming giants who are increasingly consolidating their power? Apple certainly has the financial resources. With a market capitalization of nearly $4 trillion and over $55 billion in cash on hand, they could easily afford a major acquisition. But Apple's corporate culture, deeply rooted in innovation and internal development, favors building over buying. This philosophy is shared by Netflix, though even the streaming giant has reportedly hired a bank to explore WBD's financial situation. We come from a deep heritage of being builders rather than buyers. I also think that one should have a reasonable amount of skepticism around big media mergers. They don't have an amazing track record over the history of time. Netflix co-CEO Greg Peters said last month, before hedging by adding, "I would say it's our responsibility to evaluate all our options." In contrast, companies like Microsoft and Amazon haven't hesitated to make large acquisitions to expand their reach and capabilities. Microsoft's deals for Activision Blizzard and LinkedIn, and Amazon's purchase of MGM and Whole Foods demonstrate a willingness to buy their way to growth. But Apple, despite its immense size and wealth, has consistently chosen a different path. And Q's comments strongly suggest that this isn't about to change. What do you think? Is Apple right to focus on organic growth and avoid big acquisitions? Or are they missing out on opportunities to become a true streaming powerhouse? And what about the ad tier? Is Apple prioritizing a premium experience at the expense of potential revenue? Share your thoughts in the comments below.